Vietnam in the firing line. Look at the women's singles draw. This is the bottom quarter, featuring what it was going to feature Chen Yufei, but unfortunately the Chinese has pulled out, the Olympic champ. Obviously only 2 months to go until Paris, so no chances taken if you've got a bit of a knock. We could have a Miyazaki Yamaguchi second round, which would be tremendous. Just hearing there might be a slight delay here because the previous match was so quick. The two women not quite ready. Hopefully they'll be with us shortly. You mentioned to me, Jeff, you've seen Miyazaki a couple of times. I mean, what is it, do you think, that makes her so special at just 17 years of age?
I think that she's just as mature, really mature for someone who's so young. I think that when you start off as a young player, you have certain attributes where you maybe jump the gun a little bit early, go for too much too soon, don't make the right choices at the right time. But for her, she's so mature on the court, and it seems like she's been on the circuit for years and years and years, just with her demeanor, just with her style of play, and in the tight points, she's able to compose herself. So it's really, kind of reminds me a little bit of a really young Ratchanok Internon.
Yeah.
She was in the teenage years and doing really well in the world circuit.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Her temperament looks absolutely made for top-class badminton, doesn't it? Nothing seems to faze her on the court. It's quite extraordinary, really. So, our officials are on court, which means we're about to see Miyazaki and Nguyen Thuy Linh. You can hear the reception. Career record, 66 wins, 11 losses. She's 17. Nguyen Thuy Linh's a little older. She's 26 years of age, the Vietnamese. Can she make that experience tell? We're about to find out. Never met before, these two, hardly surprising. Nguyen Thuy Linh actually started young herself. She left her hometown to train in Hanoi, the Vietnamese capital, at a pretty young age. Obviously didn't start as young as this woman, though. Still just 17. She won the World Junior Championship a couple of years ago when she was still a first-year high school student. She won the Indonesia Masters, the Super 100, last October. Then she was beaten in the final of the Korea Masters, that's a Super 300, the following month, but won the Orléans Masters in March, and that's also a Super 300. So she's got a World Tour title under the belt, and her opponent ranked 23 in the world. That best of 20 was only last October. She was an international player at 18, Nguyen. Probably had a most high-profile win in an individual match. He knocked Ira Hori out of the World Championships a couple of years ago in the first round. He's got a couple of Super 100 titles, both on home soil, won the Vietnam Open in 2022 and 2023. And she did get to the final of German Open actually in March, when she lost out to Mia Bickfeld. Well, that's a Super 300. That was a decent field as well, actually. So absolutely no foregone conclusion this. But Miyazaki will prove too strong for Nguyen. Already seen one Japanese out this morning when Ira Hawley was beaten by Han Yue.
Trevor, talking about that German Open result just earlier this year, at the end of February, early March, where she came runners-up. She actually beat Ratchanok Intanon and Kim Ga-eun on the way to the final. So, look, we know that she can beat some top players, depending on how her form is on the day.
Already established such a big following in a very short time, Miyazaki. So, Nguyen Thuy Lin's going to get this round of 32 women's singles underway. Just from the evidence of the first, albeit fairly short rally, looks like she's going to try and take it to Miyazaki. She does have a naturally aggressive style, the Vietnamese.
I think that's where Miyazaki will really put pressure on Nguyen, where she kind of pushes her quickly to the corners. She's a very fast player. I would say Nguyen's attack in itself is probably stronger, but whether she can get those opportunities herself will be the challenge, I think, the speed that Miyazaki plays with.
Just dropped inside the line. Well, it's a hugely confident start, isn't it, from the teenager?
Yeah, just taking the speed out of it, and again, as we were speaking about before, Nguyen coming with the power, but Miyazaki coming with the touch and the angle and the direction.
It's just nonchalant, that shot, wasn't it?
I just feel that the speed is just a little bit too fast for Nguyen to be comfortable. So every point, every shot, she's feeling the pressure. And when you feel that pressure for every shot, it's a lot easier to make errors.
Ow! Needs to get on the board and quickly, Nguyen, because this can be rather soul-destroying. You start in this fashion, or your opponent starts in the fashion that Miyazaki has, right. So at least she's got a first point. absolutely fantastic. That was a short side to go. That was a narrow side.
Just with this takeoff speed there, just from her base, being able to inject that speed gives Nguyen no time to react. Good play from Nguyen, going for those shots. Unfortunately, just made that error. Especially with the wind. Just looking to power her way through. Smash directly on that returner serve. Just trying to force the issue. Great tumbling net shot by Nguyen. Very difficult to retrieve once it clips the top of the net.
Well, from 6-love down, it's been a gutsy little mini comeback, at least, from the Vietnamese. Terrific.
Well absorbed attack. Miyazaki's been able to deal with it, and then when given that opportunity, a really good counter attack. It's not really a hard attack on that last shot, but it's changing the direction quickly. Good change of pace there by Nguyen. So I think over the last several points, Nguyen's started off the rally really looking to dictate the point. And if she's got the upper hand or the advantage in the point, then I think that she can keep up that pace of the rally. But if she's kind of just chasing the whole rally, that's when it comes quite hard for her. You can tell she's kind of gone with the short services as well to try to get the lift and start that attacking process early on in the rally, which has definitely been working for her over the last several points. Good cross block here, opening up the court. Interesting to see how Miyazaki reacts to this. We were talking about her maturity before.
Well, Miyazaki's a good enough player without getting a freebie like that.
exchanges, and Miyazaki's been having to lift. And that was quite a short lift, which was a bit easier to put away. Opened up the front of the court as Miyazaki was backpedaling.
So still a useful lead for the teenager at the mid-game break. 11-8, Miyazaki in front.
I think when we're looking at a 6-love lead and then it was an 8-1 lead to Miyazaki. Nguyen's done well to claw herself back in, just 3 points away. Really good start by Miyazaki here. Playing at that speed that we saw her playing in the first part of this game. That's a really short push off the net from Nguyen, so easily put away by Miyazaki there. A bit disappointed with herself with the quality of that shot. Not too sure if she kind of changed her mind a little bit, but that one did not go to the desired location. Good fighting by Nguyen there, getting everything back. But gifted a little with that unforced error from Miyazaki. That's a free point, she knows.
Yeah, she's given away too many of those, hasn't she, in this first game? Miyazaki definitely doesn't need any help. End by a big margin, that one.
Shot really far in. Misjudgment there. Maybe the drift holding it up a little bit.
Just so quick, isn't she, to see the opportunity.
Yeah, really good pressure, forward pressure of Miyazaki. This push here, right in that back corner.
Beautifully judged again. Lovely deception from Miyazaki.
Yeah, long grueling rally there, really pushing you in to that, especially that forehand rear corner. And then a beautiful drop shot.
She seems to have almost unlimited patience as well. She doesn't rush to get a point finished quickly.
Her fitness is just really good that she doesn't mind if it goes another 10, 20 shots.
Service error gives the shuttle back to Nguyen, but she's way behind here in this first game.
Ow! Returns the favour with a service error of her own. A little bit surprised though, she was winning quite a few points serving short, looking for the attack. Not too sure why she's gone back to the high long serve, especially with the drift. It's really hard to control the length of that serve.
So here are 8 game points for the teenager to put the opener on the board here. Nice touch from Nguyen. Well, it's a long, long way back from here.
Just a little bit too short and flat with that lift from Miyazaki, so Nguyen had a lot of options.
So that's it in pretty quick time as well. Miyazaki once again advertises her claims, shows why she's such a talent. She takes the opener 21-13 in 18 minutes. 1-love.
17-11.
the start of the second game here. Very short rallies to start. It'll be interesting to see how Nguyen plays differently against the drift now.
Oh!
And another service error. Placement and control with the drift. It's a great block. A little bit tentative there. Nguyen maybe thought that that was going wide, which gave Miyazaki a little bit more time to come forward and put the pressure on. Be interesting to see if she starts serving short here, Miyazaki. She hasn't this time. She did on the very first point of this game. That is a little bit of a lucky shot there, and Nguyen knows about it. So that's come off the racket frame of Miyazaki's racket right here. Perfect block in the end, but she's pretty happy with that luck as well.
She's got very good judgment too, hasn't she? Very rarely makes an error, leaving something that lands inside the line, Miyazaki.
Another really good start here for her, just like she had in the first game. It's a better point by Nguyen though. I think now she's playing against the drift. She needs to use those rear corners more, like that one there, to put the pressure on, to open up the court more so that she can play her attacking shots. If she plays her attacking shots too early, Miyazaki's just too comfortable in that defense and she can cover everything. If she's able to open up the court a little bit more, Nguyen, then it's going to give her better attacking opportunities to find the gaps. And that is a lot easier when you can comfortably hit to the rear court when you're playing against that drift.
Stay the cook tip.
Second service error for Nguyen though. 2 free points on that short service.
That was nicely put away.
And again, set up by the deep shot to Miyazaki's deep forehand corner, which gave her that attacking opportunity again. So I think the game plan here is sound. It's just whether Nguyen can execute without making too many unforced errors.
Yeah, nothing wrong with her aggressive intent. She's looked good a few times when she's played in that fashion. The last point. It's just maturity way beyond the years, isn't it? Just the early part of that rally that kind of set up the winner. But she's pulling Nguyen in, forcing her wide, and then creating the space to land the winner.
Well taken. I think Nguyen thought that Miyazaki was just going to take the speed out and drop that shot to the net. So this one coming right here. Instead, she's gone straight to the body. A surprise for Nguyen, which was a loose, weak reply, which was easily put away by Miyazaki. That's what she needs to do. She just can't make that error. So this shot, she's here. She's taking really early. She's putting that pressure on. It's just the execution there, though. It's letting her down.
Every time Nguyen seems to get in range, Miyazaki just kind of nudges her away. And another error gives Miyazaki a 4-point lead at the mid-game interval. She's 3/4 of the way there.
Again, the right play here, just going for a bit too much. I think also Miyazaki's looking a little bit for those flat shots, so just a little bit more height would be best for you in those situations. great start there by Miyazaki. Just the speed, not really the power, just the speed and the placement. Beautiful execution. Great retrieving. Oh, lovely shot to finish it off. It's a long rally that's taken it out of Nguyen. She's feeling that.
Point of the match, I reckon. Just that turn of the wrist at the last moment completely foxed Nguyen.
I think that maturity of anticipation on that last shot as well. We're talking about what makes Miyazaki such a good player at such a young age. She's just got that, I think, just the general instinct, the ability to know what's coming. Often you don't develop until a little bit later on in your career.
That's a nice shot. That was the bite a bit.
Yeah, great push there into the backhand corner, opened up the court, took the pace out, didn't go for too much, Nguyen. But I feel like if she has a chance, she needs to stay within a few points. She can't let it get away from her. Oh, it's just too hard to claw yourself back against the likes of Miyazaki.
Money for old rope again, really.
Great variation there by Miyazaki. We haven't really seen her use the body smash. She took me by a bit of surprise, especially just directly off the serve. Nguyen was not expecting that. It's a good punch, clear. It's really short. Not what it deserved, but I feel like Nguyen could have gotten that back still. Sometimes when the shot is really short but really wide like this, you kind of have to backtrack sideways instead of just straight back, and it'd be a little bit awkward to attack that shot. Oh. Late change of mind there. Can she get out of it? No, she can't.
First reaction was that maybe she should have left it. Almost safe, they're not sure playing, obviously.
Right, this one here. I think two in a row she was going to leave, actually,
Yeah.
and hit both of them.
And she saw the funny side of it. Opened up the space beautifully again.
Yeah, great anticipation, great interception of the second last shot, which set up that last shot, opened up that space for her to hit into.
Can't afford to do that, can she?
Yeah, the opportunity was definitely there after getting Miyazaki deep in that forehand corner. She has to make those, especially this late in the second game.
I've often seen Miyazaki play a couple of clears in a row, but she was just waiting for the chance to use that little bit of deception just there.
Just biding her time.
Well,
Great
for
attack
once,
and clear.
yeah, I was going to say, just got herself in a bit of a tangle, didn't she, for once, Miyazaki? But Nguyen needs to play near faultless badminton from now. She wants to stay in this tournament.
That is great control off a tightly spinning neck shot with the drift as well.
Still firing the your bullet. But it doesn't look like it's going to be enough for Nguyen Thuy Linh.
Great angle there, though. Again, set up by that rear court shot to open up the court to hit into.
shot brings up 6 match points for the Japanese.
Again, great interception. She's able to just inject speed just at the last second.
Well, just another example of why she is one of the brightest prospects in the game. A straight game victory for 17-year-old Tomoka Miyazaki. 41 minutes on court. And Nguyen Thuy Linh has gone the same way as so many other players over the last 12 months or so.
Good aggressive play. And in terms of that maturity we spoke about, losing a few points, but able just to get it back on track.
21-13, 21-15, official match time, 42 minutes. Might be Miyazaki versus Yamaguchi in round 2. That'd be fascinating. Welcome back to the Singapore Indoor Stadium. We've reached match number 5 on our first day of coverage. And this looks an absolute cracker. JPN versus Jonathan Christie in the men's singles. Christie